Welcome, everyone. We appreciate you joining us. My name is Randy Anderson. I'm the COO of Modexus, and we're glad that you're taking time out of your busy schedule to learn a little bit more why Modexus. So with that, I want to introduce our guest for this recording, the founder of the Product Research Council, Dr. Charles Rouse. He's in Albany, Georgia. Dr. Rouse, how are you?
Hey, Randy, better than good. Always a pleasure to work with you. Modexus is just fun, isn't it? It's just fun. I love to get with it.
We do have fun. We're creating a culture here that not only is connecting people, products, and prosperity, but we want to have a good time while we're doing that for sure. As busy schedule as I have, when I see the opportunity to do these recordings with you, sir, and to learn a little bit more about the powerful products that we've put together here at Modexus, I mean, it brightens my day for sure. So one of the things we believe in putting our product lineup together and putting our products together is to absolutely cut no corners. And we look for powerful ingredients. We scan the globe over looking for things that are the very best of the best, things that are trademarked, are patented. I mean, we're talking about ingredients that are going into our products. And I think it's important that we talk about Lonicera longevity this evening. And one of the goals we had when we put together longevity, I know you and I talked about this at length, is we wanted a complete product. We wanted a product that we could tell people, look, if you're going to take one thing that is going to be the ultimate in immune system protection, we want to build that product for these people. And I think we've done that with longevity. One of the other things I've learned from you is that an ultimate immune system product has to have a detox engine or a detox component that goes with it. Glutathione, and we've got the best glutathione product in longevity, but you've got to have that that exhaust valve to be able to effectively detox and get rid of all those things that the glutathione's helping you clean up. So I just said that in very layman terms, but I want you to take the floor here, and we're going to talk about an ingredient that is in longevity that we need to talk about more. It's patented, it's trademarked, it's the very best of detox agents, and that is Siliphos. Please tell us everything you know about Siliphos. The floor is yours.
Wow, I love it. And you're so right. Modexus has gone the extra mile. Siliphos is a trademark patented, highly researched milk thistle. And we're not talking about just any ordinary milk thistle. We're talking about a milk thistle that has a phosphocholine bond that makes the milk thistle get everywhere the liver needs it. And crucial to your health is a good, healthy liver, because if you detox whatever the sludge is, if you don't have a good, favorable working liver, you ain't going to get it done. And think about all the environmental hazards. I mean, the constant challenge that our body's up against. It's like, wow, we've got to help glutathione. Glutathione goes into trillions of cells. And then whenever the train load gets full, it brings it to the liver, and the liver starts the phase 1, phase 2 detoxification system. We're into both phases of liver detox, but Siliphos is the ultimate nutrition in our Lonicera longevity in relationship to the liver. It is working with the cell structure to provide the best and the most efficient metabolism that's necessary. You got to metabolize, you got to make life, you got to keep things going. But Siliphos is also actively involved over here in the filtration system. And when little things have to be blocked or little things have to be exited, filtration is a major thing. And in the human body, what we find is that the whole flow is dependent upon a fluid called bile, B-I-L-E. the pancreatic juices, the bile has to be about a quart a day, 1 quart a day. And did you know what? Most people cannot produce 1 quart of bile. It just, their dietary habits, their lifestyle, they're coagulated, they're stagnant. When that happens, they get too constipated, they get too clogged up, and that's where people have gallbladder issues. The bile flow is all gummied up in the duct. Siliphos, the #1 nutrition for bile flow, and everybody needs about a quart a day to keep going. Siliphos is the major way to do that. So now we got metabolism, filtration, bile flow, and that means we got the perfect detoxification system. And look what's happening in the world. You know, when I was growing up, young scientists, they banned DDT. Remember? DDT, like the bug spray. And you say, well, why would they do that, Charlie? It's just a mosquito repellent. Well, it had a chlorinated molecule, chlorine, chlorinated molecule that was proactive and interactive in the body, especially in the liver. And you know, DDT, they found, was deadly, and detoxing was necessary. So they banned DDT and they said, get that liver cleaned up. Siliphos, #1 nutrition for that. Now, here's just a little Charlieology, and don't tell anybody I told you this, but in a sweetening agent called sucralose or Splenda, it comes out of a chemistry lab in England. It's made with the same type of chlorinated chemistry that DDT is. Now, no, sucralose and DDT are not the same, but your liver thinks it is. And so if you're one of those who's over there imbibing in chlorinated products, and they're everywhere, you need Siliphos. I mean, you need it, because metabolism, filtration, bile duct flow, and detoxification is everything. And look, your liver, that's the biggest organ in your human body. Your liver filters 2 quarts of blood every 1 minute. 2 quarts every 1 minute. And I guarantee you that blood doesn't need to just escape through the pipes. It needs to go through the filtration, the metabolism, the bile flow, and the detoxification 1 and 2 in order to be good. That's Siliphos. That's Lonicera longevity, the world's best nutritional product. Not only does it have glutathione to go into the cells, capture the enemy, and bring it back, but the Siliphos makes your liver productive. And I guarantee you that the older you get and the more sugar you eat, that liver is going to have a tendency to get fatty. And Siliphos is a perfect nutrition to help the body to get rid of fatty liver. And what I really like about Siliphos is it doesn't just do the work. It comes back, recycles in the liver, and protects all the liver cells. Isn't that neat? Did you know the liver is the only organ of the human body that can replicate and regrow even when damaged? Or, you know, sometimes people have liver surgery and cut out part of their liver. Did you know that liver will grow another piece of liver if it's in healthy condition? And Siliphos helps it to do that. So what's happening? How is the Siliphos protecting our liver? Do you know what it does? Here's the best thing about Siliphos. It prevents glutathione depletion. So whenever we swallow our 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 milligrams of glutathione, it keeps it in the system. Most people, when they wake up in the morning, they're already out of glutathione. Not people with Modexus who take Lonicera longevity, because now your body was able to use all the glutathione during the night to detox. And then when you take your morning dose, here comes Siliphos to help prevent glutathione depletion through the day when all the stress comes along. People with bile flow that's not Siliphosed, they usually get sludge. And let me tell you, when that sludge gets in that gallbladder, it will cause pain like you ain't ever heard. And you'll scream, "Get my gallbladder out." Well, wouldn't it be better if everybody just fed their body every day, some good old Siliphos and keep the sludge out? And if you're somebody or know somebody who likes to drink beer or wine or whiskey, hey, that's ethanol. Liver hates it. And I don't care whether it's one sip or one glass. The truth is, liver damage due to alcohol or prescription drugs would really, really, really appreciate a daily dose of Siliphos. And the truth is that when your liver gets spiffy, you'll find that one thing in major goes away: fatigue. Because if somebody has a fatty liver and they need to be detoxed in the liver, they usually have frequent attacks of fatigue. So you know what, Randy? I think we've got the world's best. How about you?
Well, I agree with you. And, I just love doing these recordings for you. I learn something every time. I mean, we build these products together, right? We work on these products together, and I still am learning things. Who knew that DDT and sucralose come from the same family of chemistry? That is big. I didn't know that we produce a quart of bile, every day. That's a lot of bile. I mean, everything, sludge. I happen to know a little bit about automobiles and engines, and I can tell you this: in a car, an engine that has sludge will kill that engine. It's just a matter of time. It's going to kill that engine. Well, your internal engine, if I'm hearing you right, doesn't need that sludge either, and it will kill that engine. So important that we're detoxing. And I agree, we have built the ultimate in immune system protection and in detox. One other thing I want to point out real quickly as we close this out, though, is that we don't just select any ingredients, but on top of that, to take that to another level, we don't just put a fairy dust of Siliphos, as an example, into this product. I know that you follow the guidelines, and I'm going to use a term, pharmaceutical dosing. Maybe that's not the right word, or pharmaceutical grade dosing. Maybe that's the right term, but just tell us real quick. I mean, you study these things, we study these things, and it's not fairy dust.
Right, Randy. But Siliphos has over 2,000 clinical medical studies, and when they did it, as a pharmacist, we're definitely interested in what milligrams did you use. And those are called therapeutic dosing. And so, yes, we use the pharmaceutical grade nutrition following the therapeutic dosing. So it would be a pharmaceutical dose, because in truth and reality, we didn't want to just sprinkle some Siliphos in there and say, "Hey, we got the product with Siliphos," because that's not kosher. And the truth is that we matched. Matter of fact, we did better than matched. We put it in the best position that it could be in, and we made sure that it was tenable and workable with all the other products. We didn't want just something to be in the product. It had to actually complement and make all the other products work better. And that's what our Siliphos does.
Absolutely. Synergism at its very finest with Lonicera longevity. Dr. Rouse, thank you so much for joining us and doing this recording. I'll let you all know we're recording this late on a Saturday evening. I know you have a busy Sunday ahead of you as you take care of pastoring your church. We certainly wish you a great Sunday, and we do appreciate all that you do for all of us here at Modexus. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you this, that everyone needs Lonicera longevity as part of their supplement program. One other thing that I picked up in this recording as well, that I know Dr. Rouse and his beautiful wife Janice, I know they take 2 in the morning and 2 at night. I do the same thing as well as my wife and my family. It's important to get that dose first thing in the morning to recharge your system with glutathione, but also in the evening, make sure you've got that glutathione working for you overnight. So optimize your health, optimize your immune system with the very best Siliphos Lonicera longevity, and Modexus for the win. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening in. I encourage you to share this information with your family and friends and people that you care about. You can also find this recording on the Modexus YouTube channel, as well as if you're an advocate with the company, you'll find these recordings in your back office under resources and the Rouse House. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. And until next time, stay healthy.